a local development environment is so that you can run WordPress on your local machine. And there's three main components that WordPress needs. It needs PHP installed, it needs a database, which is generally MySQL, and it needs a web server, so either Apache and Nginx. And there's a number of different tools to set up local environments on your computer. Valet is starting to become really popular. MAMP has been around for a really long time. Docker is coming up. So there's a number of different ones. You may already have a local development environment that you use. So if you're happy with that, you can go ahead and keep on using that and skip to the second video. Or you can stick around and see what local is all about. So the local environment that we're going to set up is called local, and it's maintained by a hosting company called Flywheel. So I'm going to search for that. And you just click on the free download button here, choose the platform that you're using, and put in your information. We'll warn you, they have a pretty aggressive email drip campaign. So when you put your email in, you'll probably get quite a few emails from them, where you could always use an email that somebody else put in. And then just click, pick your sites, whatnot, and say get it now, and that download will start for you. I'm gonna skip though because I already downloaded it and it's not installed, so I'm gonna click the Let's Go button here, and it's gonna ask me for my password to my machine, and this may take a little while for you. I did install it before on another machine, and it actually got through the VirtualBox, got through the host machine, and then it just stopped and it died and it paused. And so I just quit, I restart, I reopened local, and then it went ahead and finished. So if you do hit like a little hiccup, don't worry about it, just kind of restart it. And if you do hit a major problem, you can always email Flywheel for support, or they'll probably email you first. So I'm going to pause the video while this finishes downloading, and we'll then go on to the next steps. Okay, great. It looks like local is finished installing, and now we can set up some WordPress sites of our own. So pretty obvious here, just click the Create a New Site button and put in what your site name is going to be. And for this tutorial series, we're going to set up an agency website for a web development agency, and let's call that agency Acme Agency. And you can see there's some more advanced options here, and one of those is where are we going to store the site. And I'm actually going to change where this installs. I'm going to put it, let's go to the desktop. I already have a folder called sites here where I have various different sites, and so I'll create a new folder for my Acme Agency, and I'll add that there, and that's where we'll install this local environment. There's an option here to create a site from a blueprint, and this is if you're creating sites quite a bit that all have the same set of plugins or theme. You can actually create a blueprint and say, hey, when you install WordPress, I want all these themes to be included, I want these plugins to be included, and it'll save you a little time maybe when you're setting up a new WordPress site if you do a lot of sites that are similar. So now let's click Continue. There's a default setup here, which is PHP 7.17. We got a web server, which is Nginx and Varnish, and the database is MySQL. And so I recommend just using the preferred setup, but if you did want to switch that, you can switch that over here. Maybe we're getting a little too in the weeds here. Let's just use the preferred setup for now. Click Continue. It'll ask you for your username, and you put in your password, and you add the site. And I'm not going to save those as default. So this will run for a little minute and install everything that WordPress needs. Cool. So this is all installed now, and we can see some of the details about the install here. And let's just jump to it. Let's see if we can view the site. So this is loading at acme-agency.local, and let's see if that password I entered works. So I'm going to do then log in. Hey, bingo. So that was super easy, right? We just set up a local WordPress install on our computer, and now we can get to development.